Welcome everyone to episode 35 of 4D. Dev's Daily Dose of Dota today. We're doing an episode on support. Also, from the Dota 2 Asian Championships, we're doing Vengeful Spirit. This episode is at the request of Sandro from the YouTube page. Thank you for requesting it, Sandro, and thank you for not using my YouTube page as a place to flame me, call me pathetic, and accuse me of having low MMR. Let's hop into the game. We're going to get things rolling here. And what I want to talk about is easily the most popular support, I feel, of the Dota 2 Asian Championships. But you really saw him in two varieties. Vengeful Spirit is being picked up first here by Team Secret. We're just going to zip this into 8x speed so it gets going. But I really saw two flavors of the Vengeful Spirit play. One of them was made very popular by your Chinese teams like VG that I talk about all the time. You take two supports, preferably two stuns, something like that. Earthshaker, Vengeful Spirit, Lion's popular, Skywrath Mage. And you go at that 4-minute timing, and you just roam around the map. You look for kills. This is going to be a little different. This is going to be from Team Secret. They went very far in the tournament. Spoiler alert, EG eventually undid their Vengeful Spirit play. But we're going to see the Vengeful Spirit play as a 5 position with Puppy on the Enigma doing his own farming. I think there was a pause at the beginning of here, so we're just going to take a quick look at all the items. As IG look to early smoke into the jungle in this game. Vengeful Spirit, as I mentioned, this is a support game. He's going to be playing that position 5, but he does start off with the boots. Tango. Puppy bought support wards for him, and he has one more clarity potion that was recently buffed in a patch. Up to 150 mana, which is easily enough for your Magic Missile and Wave of Terror combo at level 1. Also worth noting is the mana increase on Magic Missile, not too bad. Starts out at 110 mana, only goes up by 10. Wave of Terror, even better, stays at 40 mana the entire time. While we're at it, let's get some in-game sound going, and we'll even blow up the mini-map so it's easier to see. We see some very support-esque moves coming out from KuroKy, as he's going to be supporting S4 in the bottom lane. And you'll notice there's nobody here. Pretty good. KuroKy would have liked to have pulled this lane here at the 42-second mark, but he sees it's empty. We see him eat a tango and attempt to deward, checking on the right side, and that is barely within range. It's worth noting that this hitbox is basically here, or should I say closer to here. So that's a great sentry position. I'm even going to turn off this Lats Hiss and Denies for KuroKy. Since this is a support game, he's really, as you can tell, just hanging out, waiting for an opportunity. Even using a Wave of Terror, wondering where the Doom is, he's right here. He was just late. Took a moment into the jungle to get his level 2. Level 1 Wave of Terror just to help scout things out. And we see him come to contest the 2-minute rune. That is the first rune of many that KuroKy will get in this game. That might actually block the camp. I didn't think it did, though. KuroKy didn't either. But we see him just sitting here waiting, letting S4 get as many last hits as possible. He is pretty much getting free farm here. So KuroKy will just lie and wait. Soaking up a little bit of free XP here. Waiting for Doom to come back into lane. Immediately running him away. This Wave of Terror will be very useful against Doom, who starts off with 0 armor. He's actually taking an increase in physical damage early on. And we see that first clarity potion popped. Magic Missile now ranked up. And he lies in wait to zone out IG June. KuroKy might be a little bored here, keeping June at max range, but hey, the good thing is that Puppy is on the opposite side of the greed factor. He is getting maximum farm in, and honestly, S4 is getting maximum farm in as well. Sure, you have KuroKy at the bottom of the board, only 2 last hits, but at the top is his carry, as well as Puppy, the jungler. Just helping to push out the lane, just being a menacing presence for this June. And at the 4-minute mark, he rotates again. Always taking the bottom rune. Arteezy always knows to go to the top rune. Arteezy does manage to grab that rune. KuroKy even grabbing an illusion rune. And it looks like that sentry does block the camp. You might see some pinging out of the map saying, hey, I'm ready. I'm here. With my 1.5 second stun. And also worth noting, these illusions will do fantastic damage to someone with really low armor. Though he does have the Tranquil Boots now in tow. You see the stun combo come out with the Wave of Terror, and almost enough to get a kill. Honestly, in a lot of situations, you do get the kill there. But no worries for KuroKy. He knows it's the 5-minute mark, and those initial wards are now gone. He can pull, as he does so at around the 12-second mark, closer to 15. And he's even going to link up a double pull here. Might not get it, though. This Ghost has really high HP. At least making sure to get the last hit there. It's close to the 6-minute mark. He's gotten 2 runes in a row. He may choose to Wave of Terror and then walk down. Instead, he just walks down
Dire's middle tower is under
and
attack.
almost secures the rune, but those pesky Lycan Wolves keeping him out of position.
A fascinating substance.
We saw a brief rotation
Dire's
to the top
bottom
lane,
tower is under attack.
but Arteezy was already dead. Still, only 4 last hits, but keep in mind, on the opposite spectrum of this chart, he is supporting S4, who is getting
Dire's
near free
bottom
farm
tower is under
in this
attack.
top lane. And
Dire's structures
as
are
the only
fortified.
support that frees up Puppy to greedily farm the jungle, we see him already working on that mech. Even using the Eidolons to push out this lane. There's 3 heroes here. June must be very careful. The stun even going off. But with the help of that
Dire's
Scorched
bottom
Earth,
tower
he'll be
is
forced
under
back.
attack. Dire's
However,
bottom tower has fallen.
we see the first tower fall at the 7.5-minute mark. And KuroKy immediately comes
Radiant's
to
top
pull the
tower
lane.
is under attack.
The creep equilibrium up here,
Radiant's
where S4
top
is,
tower
doesn't
is
matter
under
quite as
attack.
much as the fact that he's just gonna get some creeps to tank
Radiant's
things
top
up,
tower is up.
get a
Dire's
few more
middle
last
tower
hits,
is
and more
under
importantly,
attack.
continue leveling up. We see a lot of people, by the way, start to max out Magic Missile and Wave of Terror. Vengeful, choosing to take an early point in Vengeance Aura here. It does help out your overall damage if you are in perhaps a 4 or 5-man engagement.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Otherwise, this Magic Missile and Wave of Terror are both excellent abilities. Wave of Terror, now pure damage, by the way. Changed from a couple patches ago. Even better. And that's in addition to the armor duration, and that's in addition to the scouting it does. We see him pull again at the 18-second mark. He kills one of the 3 creeps, and then immediately goes to pull. With the full 4-man wave, you should be able to kill them perfectly in time. As we see him jungle up a little more, the 10-minute rune is his for the taking. He's also picked up phase boots.
Almighty money.
And he even gets a rare triple pull here. This is a bit tough to time, but he will be rewarded. It's the 10-minute mark,
Radiant's
and I
top
want to show
tower
that
is under attack.
as a position 5, he is level 5, significantly below the rest of his team, but it's worth noting the rest of his team is above all of IG. We're going to take a break and come back with more of this game. Been a pretty slow start for KuroKy, but hey, this is a support game. He's keeping S4 alive, who is tops on the net worth chart. When we get back, we'll focus on the mid game, More exciting stuff. He now has his phase boots, so Vengeful can definitely chase after people, get more stuns, get more Wave of Terrors. And coming soon, level 6 with the swap. We'll be back after this.